Hello folks, welcome back to moveSKILL. A really common problem is the inability to flex your shoulders completely. So Zach's going to show us flex. We mean come all the way open, what I refer to as an open position where your upper arms, your humerus is in line with your trunk. The shoulder joint is completely flexed or open. Most folks can't actually do this, and what happens is partway up, the shoulders become restricted, and a very, very common fault here is to make up for this in the low back. It's extremely common. Like everybody watching, you're doing this. If you're watching this video, you're doing this. Very few exceptions to this unless you've specifically trained to fix the problem. So we're going to show you now just a short little series of strength training that will help fix this problem. And I said strength training as opposed to stretching. This is often perceived as a tightness problem, but stretching doesn't actually help fix the problem, right? You can stretch, it feels good, maybe add that as some supporting work, but stretching by itself isn't going to fix the problem. So we are going to show you some strength training that will fix the problem. So first, in order to stretch, what strength is missing? When Zach starts to flex his shoulders, it's pulling here. It's pulling from the scapula. It's retraction and now elevation right here between the shoulder blades that is providing the foundation for that. So this is the part of the body that's weak. Rhomboids, middle trapezius, this stuff here between the shoulder blades. So how are we going to put a load on this? Horizontal pulling that we work into our programming a lot is one option, but here's a specific way to target this in the right position. So we're going to start with what looks like a yoga downward facing dog position. So downward facing dog, we're not practicing yoga here. We don't care about the hamstring side of things. We're not worried about the overall position. We're trying to put a load right here. So notice what Zach's done. He's pressed his body up and back, and he's squeezing his shoulder blades together hard, using his hands fixed on the floor as a leverage point to pull against. So where you should feel this primarily is right here between the shoulder blades, kind of middle upper back. Bend your knees. A lot of folks need to bend their knees because your tight hamstrings get in the way of loading this properly. Once you get to where you can open your shoulders up in that position, we have to change positions again because that's just a little bit of load on your shoulders. We need more. So what we'll start to do is elevate your feet relative to your hands. Good place to start here. Feet up on a box. Looks the same in most ways. Again, bend your knees if your hamstrings are at all restricting this motion. Press your body up, squeeze here hard. What we've accomplished now is hips are almost aligned over shoulders, over hands. We're starting to get more body weight on your hands. The next step would be to bring feet up onto a wall into a pike handstand hold on the wall. Again, focusing here. And from there we'll use an inclined handstand hold on the wall, just adding more and more and more of your body's weight onto the shoulders and holding this for time. Again, when you're practicing this sequence with the goal of opening your shoulders up, it's not handstand practice. You're not trying to accomplish the same thing. The goal here is to put as much load on your shoulders as you can and then spend time holding that and being stable. Thanks.